Hi, so I'm going to show you the next stage of making the mini album. So in the last video we made all our pages. So our pages all look like this. If you didn't watch the last video, I suggest you go back and watch that. So these are all our pages, and so they all have the envelope style and a little flap, and then they all have this 1/4 of an inch little bit at the bottom. So what you need to do is you need to sort out the order that you want your pages to go in. You need to make sure that you've got them all the right way around so that all your pockets are going to work. So put them in a pile, organise them, and just check that the pockets all work. Any of these pockets are going to work in the right way, because obviously if you have a pocket like this upside down, it's not going to work. Okay, and then with all your leftovers, when you made those, you need pieces of card that are 6 by 3.5 to fit in here. I also cut some of the bits of card that will go in the pockets, like so. Or you might even want to do some tags that fit in the pockets. Okay, so once you're definitely happy with your order, then you need to take your first album piece and don't put any glue on the first bit, and turn it over, and you want glue on this bit here. It's a good idea to put to just score these edges a bit more, like so. Okay, so I'm gluing so that would be my front of my pocket. So I'm gluing this edge here, that's the back side of my pocket. Don't put too much glue on, but equally don't be short. Now you can use double-sided tape, and I actually did that on my original one. I just found it wasn't sticking well enough for me. So then I'm going to take my second pocket. I'm just going to press down my edges on this one. Just make sure it's really scored nice and flat. So get it the way I want it. I'm going to stand it up, and then I'm going to stick this little flap that I've put glue on top of this one, and I'm going to use my, there we go. I'm going to hold that like that, and then I'm going to get my scoring tool, just pop it in between to get them to stick together. And I'm using the grids on my grid paper to make sure that the pockets are level. Okay, so you can see what I've done there. So I've stuck a little flap of my first bucket onto the flap of my second one. And then you do the exact same thing all the way down. So a bit of glue on the underneath of the back of my second page. Then take my third page, check it's the right way around, line it up on my grid, put this one on top so it lines up perfectly, hold them together. And then once you're happy, just get your scoring tool, slip it in between like so. Now if you are using double-sided tape, I admit this bit is probably a fraction easier because the adhesion is straight away, it's instant. See, that's not going to happen where they come apart. But I find what you gain in it being quick initially, you lose in how long it stays stuck together for in the long term. Okay, so once this is stuck, it's stuck. But if you use double-sided tape, I just find that it comes apart. Okay, so you're getting this effect on the bottom. So that's the back side of all your pockets. So let's keep going. Just flatten these out, check it's the right way around. So I'm going to put glue on the back underneath of the flap from the back side of my pocket. Get this one and stand it up. Pop this on top, line it up, hold them up like this. Give it a bit of a press down with this. And the multi-purpose glue, it's not an instant bond, but gosh, it's pretty quick. And like I say, you are welcome to try using double-sided tape. I just personally found that I've had to go back and repair some of my book that I just made. Okay, and the pages that are stuck are really stuck. Okay, so we've got one more page to do. So we'll flatten out this 1/4 inch flap, like so. Put some glue on this one. Don't put too much on because if it squidges out it makes a right mess, and then it's permanently sticky as well. So you could make all of this with 12 by 12 paper, but I think I said it before, I think it's just sturdier made with card and then decorated with paper personally, but that's your choice. Right, so this is essentially the album then. Just put the glue lid on there. So there we've got our album stuck together and we've got all our pages. So it opens like this. Got all our pages. It all lines up nicely. We've got all our holes cut in the same places. And then all of our little cards will slide in here. Okay, so that's stage 2. So hopefully you're still with me, and then we're going to leave that to dry for a little bit and I'll do the video for stage 3.